Is Mike Santos, national referee. Let's call on the starting lineup for our Akari Chargers. Center number 8, Chacha Maraginot. Middle blocker number 10, Ezra Madrigal. Outside spiker number 11, Erica Raagas. Middle blocker number 14, Fifi Sharma. Opposite hitter number 16, Dindin Manabat. And outside spiker number 17, Faith Nisperos. Starting libero is number 1, Ben Pineda. And the head coach for the Chargers is Jorge Sousa de Brito. And now the starters for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Outside spiker number 1, Isa Molde. Center number 3, Tina Wong. Middle blocker number 7, Mati Matayag. Opposite spiker number 10, Kat Tolentino. Outside spiker number 18, Cici Rondina. And middle blocker number 22, Cherry Nunag. Their starting libero is number 16, Fang Ponce. And the head coach for the Flying Titans is Tante Alinsunurin. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Akari versus Choco Mucho.
And here are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas live app for Filipinos everywhere. So download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Now, Anne, you weren't answering our questions when we kept asking, are you ready to cover this game?
You know, I am definitely ready. We know that we're in it for such an exciting match today. Tumawa na lang ako kanina, but you know, we know that it is going to be a good one.
And I mean, all the fans, it's quite packed here in the Phil Sports Arena. So they are very much excited as well to see the outcome. I mean, 2 weeks, that's quite a lot for the Akari Chargers to not be playing during the long Undas break. I mean, PVL was still ongoing. So let's see how they will be adjusting to an even longer break. Dindin Manabat, Molde was there. Dina Wong to Kat Tolentino. Maraginot to Dindin.
We did talk about Dindin earlier. Mentioned how she is one of the dependable attackers here on the side of Akari. She is actually the 5th best scorer.
I mean, dependable, an understatement for someone of her stature, of course. But also, it's so great seeing Kat Tolentino soar once again the same way she used to. Dina setting this up for Cici Rondina, cross-court attack. Pineda was there from the back row, Faith Nisperos. Now I can't keep up with the high voltage of both teams.
And you see that we're only starting the game, but the energy, the speed as well. You see the aggressiveness actually from both teams at this point, which is actually a good sign.
And what's so great to see that you have the aggressiveness of both teams, but they're not losing the grace. They're not so rattled. Everything is still, of course, keeping it into play.
And Cici showing us how smart she is as an attacker. Tignan natin that change-up really just targeting that middle area on the other side.
And it's Magenta versus Ube for this Saturday afternoon. Maraginot to Raagas. Dina Tununag with a soft touch. Again, smart plays by the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. But again, I mean, the aggressiveness, the energy, quite high already early on. A first challenge called by Coach Jorge, a floor touch, rather.
Floor touch.
And I think out of all the games I've covered, this is the earliest challenge.
Right. on the first few points. That's how intense it is.
And no sign of that 2-week break at all for the Akari Chargers. And that was a touch by Faith Nisperos, if I can make out by that image.
That was a good call. And also a good save on their end.
Dindin Manabat. Isa Molde cross court. And now this time around, no need for challenges. Choco Mucho made sure that that point is theirs.
Ooh. That one sails out. Yep.
Serve by CC Rondina. Too strong.
Serving 2.
I think she was asking for a challenge on that one.
She was intentionally targeting a long serve.
Dina to cut, soft touch. And now another challenge. The same challenge is going to be called by Coach Dante, a floor touch challenge. And before we reach the score of 8, both teams have already called for a challenge.
We'll see if it will be successful this time. Not wasting any moment here in this match.
Let's see if this was.
What actually a great angle
A really great angle.
to show Manabat getting to save that ball.
A successful challenge by Coach Dante. 2-point lead for the Akari Chargers. Erika Raagas now serving for her squad. Good serve. Dina to Nunag. Molde was there. Rondina from the back row. And she did mention it going against a taller Akari Charger squad. She has to jump higher. And I don't know how high that would go because she already jumps high in general on a normal day.
And makes it look very easy.
Maraginot to Dindin, straight to Dina. As we go to Franny, for her stories on either squads, Fran?
The 2-week gap for the Akari Chargers was meant for 3 things: rest, recovery, and reflection. They needed to reflect actually on their lapses from their last game. These lapses included many throwaway points, errors, and specifically the timing of those errors, and also knowing when to be locked in and when to relax. I spoke with Erika Raagas, and she told me that they really worked on their individual skills. They weren't able to activate their middle blockers because of their poor passing, and they couldn't block because of their poor service. Ultimately, she told me that this game, both teams are hungry for that win. It's a matter of who is hungrier. Now, this report was brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download now for only 149 pesos a month. Let's send it back to the game.
I mean, the hunger really quite evident with both teams. So far, no errors aside from that service error by CC Rondina, but all the points that both teams are garnering really from their smart attacks.
And you see how both teams, it's not just all about hard hits at this point.
It really isn't.
It's not that you see them very observant, you see them very much aware of what is happening on the opposite side. Oh, she had a good target. Had it gone in, there wasn't any defense on the side of Akari.
And you saw the excitement as Isa Molde was running for that ball. 3-point lead for the Akari Chargers. They were able they're still able to maintain their lead against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
That was too strong for Manabat.
Coach Dante on your screens.
Serving for Choco Mucho, Isa Molde.
Great serve by Isa Molde. Maraginot. Valentino chases after the ball as Rondina gives away a free ball. Faith Nispero straight to Kat. Dina to Cici. Dindin was there, and Maddie got the net, got the front cover.
You gotta be careful with your first ball. In that case, a gift like that would definitely be taken by Madayag with open arms.
And I mean, she is formidable when she is in the net. So that's something for Akari to adjust on. Maraginot to Fifi.
Ooh! What luck!
And even Fifi was quite entertained by how that turned out.
Look at that!
But you saw Tang run for that ball. They're on a 3-0 run, now on a 4-0 run. Choco Mucho Flying Titans finally grabbing the lead from the Akari Chargers. 8 serving 7. And I can't believe that was a 4-0 lead. That passed by so quick.
Now this is where we see that for Team Akari, they need to be mindful of these errors. They cannot, it's still early in the match, but you know, all the movements that they have must be on point. And starting off with their first ball, of course.
Maraginot. Desperos blocked by Dina Wong and Madi Matayag. And this is what Franny was sharing to us, that which team will also out-block the other, because that is also the strength of the Akari Chargers. 10-7, Isa Mulder right now already with 3 points. Ball still alive. Ponce, Dina jousted the net with Faith Nisperos. Ponce sets it up for Cici, cross court.
Did you see how high Cici was when she took that leap? Her head was above the net.
That is what she's talking about. Cici Rondina literally stepping up her game against the Akari Chargers this Saturday afternoon. Whew, I feel like I'm sweating for that. Maraginot to Fifi.
Fifi asking for a touch, and she gets it. Oh, no touch according to Choco Mucho, so they challenge this.
So second challenge for Coach Dante. A block touch.
And here, actually, we saw how Dina was very sure, you know, telling the coaches on the side that there definitely wasn't a touch. So there is high confidence with this challenge. So quite eager to see the replay of that.
And this is going to be another catalyst in the game, because right now the momentum is with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. They're on a run. Meanwhile, the Akari Chargers, we're seeing a couple of slip-ups from them. So maybe with a successful challenge.
Quite far, indeed.
So that's 2 unsuccessful challenge.
No touch from Wall.
Oh, a successful challenge rather for Coach Dante. The fans are very happy about that. 5-point lead for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and Isa Molde still on the service area. Maraginot to Fifi Sharma with a running attack.
Makes up for that earlier point. Only one blocker for Fifi.
You can see how I see jump just to try to block
Serving
the
for the
shot.
Chargers, Faith Nisperos.
Faith Nisperos, former Ateneo Blue Eagle. Dina to Kat Tolentino. Pineda. Turaagas, blocked by Maddie. And back-to-back blocked by Maddie Madayan. As we go to our timeout, Choco Mucho Flying Titans leading 13-8. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in HD and on demand anytime, anywhere, and on any device via Pilipinas Live app. So download and register now. You have the Choco Mucho Flying Titans really switching it up here in set 1 after the Akari Chargers enjoyed the lead early on. Coach Roger Gorayev with Coach Tai Bund and Coach, oh wow, is this the PVL multiverse of madness, Anne?
I wonder what they're talking about.
Amazing. Now I'm really curious. I wonder what they really are talking about. Like, huh? Coach Roger?
Looks
Coach Tai?
looks like a juicy conversation.
Man. And the championships that those 3 men
Oh,
have.
yeah.
Amazing. Legends right there.
Actually, also beside Coach Roger is one of the favorite imports in the past, Zheng Boali. Is also here watching the game live.
Maraginot, Turaagas. Finding a way through the blocks of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
9 serving 13.
And we talked about her going on high voltage, but that attack, not even her strongest.
Just utilizing as well. She knows that she is up against strong blockers here on the side of Choco Mucho. She had to make sure that she'll get to score that point.
Fifi Sharma serving. Dina to Cherry Nunag. Oh, way too easy for Cherry Bomb, Cherry Nunag.
14 serving 9.
Crowd is so happy with that point. But of course, it's also because Wong is at the service line.
Maraginot to Dindin. Again, smart attacks from Dindin Santiago Manabat.
Serving 14.
4-point lead for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Outside. Tang Ponce was way too happy about that one.
Of course, it is a giveaway point, but on the side of Akari, these are the points that you don't want to waste. It is not a very big lead, but at this point, you see how confident, really, the body language is of Choco Mucho. What you want is to break that right away.
That smirk by Isa Molde. She knew what she was doing. And hitting that in the hands of Dindin Santiago Manabat. Maraginot. Ponce to Cici from the back. Attack error from Cici Rondina.
She is allowed, sabi niya. I should be allowed a few times, but, you know, we'll await yung bawi from Rondina.
I mean, she really is tough on herself. Tougher than even the coaches, the fans.
And, you know, we did hear that in the pre-game. She did say that it's, you know, always, she's always looking at improvement for herself. Ooh, targeting that middle area.
Dindin Santiago Manabat also.
Little bit better, but awesome. But touching the ball, doing the game, we have to play. Let's go. Come on.
Guys, let's go. Hinga lang tayo. Hinga lang tayo. Huwag tayo maratel para mag-plan tayo. Tapos communication.
Simon is spike in the transition. The guys are good and looking for her. You guys take the time.
Up lahat! Up lahat! Hey, Akari!
That huddle just really trying to, we heard Manabat, no? Wag tayong marattle. And at this point, it's maintaining this composure. And we heard that even the instructions of Coach Jorge really just, you know, getting the girls to get themselves together.
And I mean, I guess it really is so easy for Dindin Santiago Manabat to maintain that composure. Years of experience, I mean, the veteranness of her. But when you're playing, of course, with younger players that are years younger, you know, the energy, the excitement still there. And it needs to be tempered. And really, that's what she's for. As we enjoy this really long rally, a blocking spree here by Dindin Santiago Manabat.
You know, you didn't get it once, on the second time, maybe on the third try. And you see them not leaving. Their eyes are glued to where the ball is. Look at that last block.
And you can imagine the frustration of Cici Rondina right now and how she will bounce back from, you know, the mistakes that she's committed before the timeout and just right now.
But, you know, Denise, I think both these teams have really prepared because they know that blocking will be a big factor in today's match. And exciting to see as well how they bounce back right away with that Tolentino attack.
And this time around, even the height is evenly matched. I mean, you know, for so long, Choco Mucho really has enjoyed the tall roster, but now Akari Chargers also increasing their height advantage as well. But let's go to Franny as she shares more about the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
I like what Anne said about the preparation that you're seeing from both teams, but I think I also want to highlight that with that preparation comes mutual respect that each of these teams have for each other. A lot of these players have actually played with each other in previous leagues. Dindin and Cici, Jaja and Erica with Maddie and Dina. And I got to talk to the players about that earlier, and it's really nice that they get to continue learning from each other, but this time from opposite ends of the court. Back to the panel.
Everyone was holding their breath, waiting for Cici to stand up. As I can't believe it, and we're still in set 1.
So intense. The blocking on point here for Choco Mucho.
Got attacked by Faith Nesperos but blocked by Maddie Madayag.
Substitution. Akari. 16 out, 6. Cobb in.
Eli Soyud and
8
Michelle
out,
Cobb
24.
is
Soyud
action
in.
for the first time in today's match here in set 1. 20,
Service.
serving 14.
Isamolde.
Isamolde. Cobb to Fifi Sharma. Madayag to Rondina. This time, Eli Soyud fresh off the bench. Ponce was there. Dina sets it for Cici. Tries to send it at the back. She's calling for a check ball.
But no check according to our officials.
Serving for the Chargers. Nesperos.
5-point lead for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Akari trying to catch up. Ooh, a heavy serve there.
Mataya. Denied by Erica Ragas.
That happened way too quick. Things are happening way too quick.
You know, everything that's happening at the all the action actually we see at the net for these teams. You
I'm
can't even
surprised-
blink.
Exactly. I'm surprised the net isn't on fire from the heat of the action that's been going on.
Nesperos.
You know, if you blink, you'll miss something. So
21 serving 16.
Oh my goodness. 21-16. Maddie Madayag now serving. Cobb to Ragas. Raga sets it. Cobb to Soyud. Soyud, like, really fresh off the bench and performing like she's part of the first 6.
you know, she's all warmed up already. But I think this rotation working for Akari at the moment. Maganda yung bunot.
17-21. Service is
Good short serve from Fifi Sharma.
and our leading scorers right now for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. You have Madayag, Rondina, and Molde all tied at 4 points. And for the Akari Chargers, Dindin Manabat is the sole leader of 4 points. Dina to Kat Tolentino. Way too easy.
Look at this from the back.
(22-18). Cobb to Ellie, soft touch. Dina to Cici, blocked by Ellie Soyud and Madrigal.
And you know, these teams have really done their homework. Such a good read on that attack from Rondina.
That's some solid block there by Ellie Soyud, because you can see the power of that attack by Cici Rondina. But Ellie Soyud not blinking.
You know, very good quality minutes from Soyud and Cobb while they were on the floor. Now Mariganot is back at the service line.
19-22 in favor of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. CC makes do with that reception. But Madrigal. And with that, Madrigal and the rest of the Akari Chargers cuts down the lead to just 2 points, avoiding the hands of Cherry Nunag. So the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will be calling a timeout. Let's listen in.
Hey, kasi po tayo, mo yung ito, tapos okay, nagkakaintindihan. Guys, yung block natin ang nangyari. Kapag maganda, pinupunta ng gitna, adjust tayo. Ha, adjust ha. Pag maganda, huli mo na, pagpilit ka na. Okay, sige, guys, maganda na tayo ha. Go.
Hey, Choco Mucho!
Ha? Ilang ano yun ha?
From a 5-point lead now down to 2. And all thanks really to Michelle Cobb and Ellie Soyud with that substitution.
Serving Chacha Mariganos.
Momentum still seems to be on the side of Akari despite this 2-point deficit.
Dina, the cut, very quick attack.
That was, you know, that fell on the ground so fast. I think the reaction time. Look at this.
That was for Kat Tolentino.
I mean, bang was right there. Fell right in front of her.
Maraginot to Raagas. Dina to cut again. Hazarena was there. A soft touch by Raagas. Free ball will be given by Kat Tolentino. Jaja to Madrigal. Madrigal also, she's been quite quiet early on, providing just a constant energy, a constant presence in the net. But now, here in the latter part of set 1, she's being more active, more vocal, and more aggressive.
21 serving, 23 serving is
For those, of course, who are supporting Akari, you gotta love what you're seeing. Because again, despite the deficit, you see how there really is effort apart from that service error to keep it close. Too much effort this time around. Maybe some adrenaline also right there. But, you know, the effort really to keep it close and to not let Choco Mucho you know, pull away further, but at this point, they cannot afford to commit any more errors.
Because the Choco Mucho Flying Titans are in set point as Arocha comes in to serve. We're still in set 1. Jaja to Faith Nisperos. Dina to Molde. Maraginot back set to Dindin Santiago Manabat. Isamonte tries, tossing it to the back, but Maraginot was there. Nisperos, but CC to the rescue. And CC Rondina demanding a check ball.
But you know, she did put in a lot of effort to save that dig, one-hand dig from Rondina.
She was on air for like maybe a good 2 seconds, like suspended.
That would be nice to look at slow.
Right? And nice form as well. Like, it's like she was just lying down. Served by Madrigal. Dina to Molde. One person blocked by Dindin Santiago Manabat.
This is experience, getting a good read, timing it very well. You see Manabat really knows what she is doing at the net.
With that, Dindin Santiago Manabat already 5 points. 23-24. Dina to Maddie, pushing back to the other side. 25-23. Choco Mucho gets the first set win here in their game against the Akari Chargers at our PVL All-Filipino Conference. After an exciting first set match. I mean, the Choco Mucho Titans were able to grab that win. Now, the Akari Chargers, they started strong. They were able to maintain that lead, but somewhere on, the errors started coming. But then Ellie Soyud, Michelle Cobb came in. But, I mean, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans were just on point in set one.
You see that there's a lot of confidence in the way that they moved. They seemed quite sure, you know, how they would score these points. But again, nothing to take away from Akari here. They may have lost the first set, but it definitely was such an exciting first set to watch. We've seen how, you know, a lot of the players really contributed. And if you look at the stats for set number one, it is actually quite close when it comes to offense. 12 for Akari, 13 for Choco Mucho. But in that first set, if the question earlier during the pregame was who will block more, it seems like in the first set, it was Akari with 4 block points, 2 for Choco Mucho. But the advantage of Choco Mucho here in the first set was that they probably challenged the receivers of Akari, at least in some parts of that first set, scoring 3 aces. What is good is that even if we did mention that, you know, it could have been the errors, no, that caused it for Akari, it wasn't as big in terms of difference. 6 giveaway points from Choco Mucho, 7 on the side of Akari. But I guess, yun nga, if we look at these different skill departments, definitely if I were Akari, I would look at my blocking. I'd deliver more blocking against Choco Mucho here in the second set.
And I mean, just to be more specific on the errors, they were mostly service errors.
Yes, at such crucial points, actually, in that first set.
So sometimes, you know, that's what the numbers don't say. But new streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. And now both teams were just looking for consistency. Consistency in the way that they're playing at the same level right now, and maybe pump that right up as Raagas tries to draw first blood here. Maragenot to Dindin Santiago. No surprise there. Another sure point, courtesy of Dindin Santiago Manaban.
But, you know, finally after that point, she did smile. Because earlier you said, you know, she's not smiling, but she did smile after that point.
You know, I'm surprised she's smiling now. I mean, they didn't get set one, but, you know, maybe she's switching her being calm and composed to more smiley. You know, adapting to the younger players in her squad. And that's working so well right now for the Akari Chargers. Again, this is how they started as well in set one. They start really well. It's just that they aren't able to finish as well as the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, which is better than not finishing well, period.
But they did have their moments in the game. You know, they were down, but they managed to score the points as we see that ball falling behind Manabat. Nalula ata siya, nalito rin siya.
Let's look at this replay. Ah, man, this is like really easy going head to head with Dindin Santiago Manabat. Rondina right now with 5 points. She's tied with Isa Molde. They're both at 5 points. The Akari Chargers full steam ahead. For the ladies in black and pink, Fifi Sharma comes in as Madrigal on the service area, serving 3-1. Serve. Dina backs at the Kat, and Kat was screaming wow.
Amazing reach by Tolentino. And, you know, she is quite consistent in that sense. She gets the ball from the topmost point. And that's why we would always mention how fast the ball would land on the floor.
That's her sweet spot. Kat Tolentino right now with 4 points. All of those attack points. Again, we have our Ateneo coaches enjoying. Coach Roger, all smiles.
Coach Oliver.
Coach Tai. Another attack. Same one, same spot, same speed, same player. Kat Tolentino.
Dina Wong milking Tolentino. Such a good conversion from this talented attacker.
I mean, right now, Kat Tolentino has the hot hands and Dina Wong is enjoying, you know, sparking that fire.
Miss Peros, I guess, not in the best position to hit that ball. She was underneath the ball.
As we hear more stories from Franny Reyes. Fran?
I got to ask Isa Molde what makes Choco Mucho, or what's helped them get this far with the streak that they have. And she told me it's honestly really just the system. While not yet perfect, it's what's helped them. They have a solution for every situation that they're put in. And when they're out of system, they know that hindi pwede ang bahala na. More than that, it's also the way that they communicate and adjust in game. All of these things are the keys to winning and will continue to be their game plan as they charge along in this match against Akari Chargers. Now, this report was brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download now for only 149 pesos a month. Let's send it back to the game.
And this system, this communication, this adjustment that Franny was talking about, it didn't happen overnight. I mean, there were so many missed chances of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans that has led them to this moment and to how they're playing right now, because it wasn't as smooth as how people are seeing it right now.
This is already them probably reaping the benefits of, you know, all the aches and pains and what is and everything over the past couple of years. You know, she did score the point earlier while everyone on the side of Choco Mucho was still rambling, finding their positions. She did put the ball over at the corner, scored a point. This time around, got a good eye as well on that open area.
She brings the silence in a sense that, you know, there is noise all around the arena. But the moment she did that drop, no one could talk.
Oh, but Wong saying, hey, Jaja, you're not the only one.
Like, I got that trick on my sleeve too, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. So both teams, really, you're seeing all that they can do, all their attacks that they've saved up in their arsenal, that they've developed in all their seasons. And it's such a joy to watch, and the fans are enjoying it as well. As Dina sets it for Molde from the back. Jaja backsets to Dindin. Molde was there. Regalo. Jaja to Madrigal. Another long rally here in set 2. Cici Rondina tries to end it off the hands of the Akari Chargers.
Again, the high leaping ability. Literally, if we're saying head-to-head, you know, it is It is possible because she leaps that high.
She adjusts to the height of whoever's in front of her. It's crazy.
Oh, Madayag was there, but just a split second late.
I mean, Madrigal also with some bad skills that she's displaying in their game. I mean, she's been very quiet, but very consistent in all of her attacks. Not the strongest, but very sure. Dina to Kat. Pineda. Raagas. Raging for that attack. You can feel the giggle as she tries and successfully breaks down the block of Wong and Nunag. 3 points.
In that play, what was missing on the side of Choco Mucho was coverage, block coverage.
And it would be interesting to see how the numbers would show when it comes to blocking. 1 point lead by the Akari Chargers. Dina to CC, off the hands of Madrigal.
Rondina getting a good angle.
Targeting the hands of Madrigal there. The left arm, to be specific. Maraguinot to Dindin. Great dig by Tang Ponce. And a celebration for Ponce and the fans of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. You would think that was set point, but no, it's just 9. 9 serving 8.
Well, you know, they wouldn't have gotten that point if not for that good dig of Ponce.
Maraguinot, Turaagas.
Sisi, the reaction after that point.
She's still adjusting on how she can deny these high voltage attacks of Erica Raagas, who's playing also so well. And right now, I think a couple of substitution issues. PV Sharma back on the court. We're tied 9-9.
Service error.
At the service line, once again, here for Akari.
10 serving 9.
A costly error for the Akari Chargers.
Cici Rondina. Serving for Choco Mucho.
Jaja running attack to Madrigal. Hazareno to Dindin Santiago Manabat. Blocked by Cherry Dunas and Isa Molde.
Got a good read on that attack from Manabat. And this is the danger, I guess, if you're up against Choco Mucho. For these high plays or high sets, it really allows the blockers to set up, read the ball, time it.
Exactly what happened there with Isa Molde.
Look at them enjoy that point.
That was a comedic reaction from Kat Tolentino. I wish we can zoom in on her reaction during that play.
The deflection of that ball. You know, she was going to jump for it.
She
Binaba niya yung kamay niya.
But now, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, they're adjusting to Dindin Santiago Manabat. And now, Dindin Santiago Manabat is doing that reverse Uno card. Now I'm adjusting to how you're adjusting to me.
Serving for Akari, Ezra Madrigal.
Now the lead is with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Akari serving right now 10-12. Dina to Cherry, right in the middle. And Dindin Santiago Manabat just saves that ball. Madrigal to Faith.
You know, you see the players on the side of Choco Mucho telling Isa, that's out! Already could have been an easy point. But also gotta give credit to Manabat. You know, she's one of really the tallest players you see on the other side. But the way she really goes for those digs, goes for those saves, it's like...
Throws her whole
Yeah.
body in the court. You gotta love the commitment. Dina to Kat. 2 wide. 2-0 run for the Akari Chargers. Now we're tied once again. 12-12. Ezra Madrigal serving. Dina to Isa Molde. Cross court. Ponce was there. She tries once again. Blocked by Santiago Manabat. But outside, as we go to our timeout, Choco Mucho leading 13-12.
Next after this game, it's a PLDT.
In the Philippines, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans leading 13-12 against the Akari Chargers here in set 2. And the PVL All-Filipino Conference Games, well, we're not stopping here because afterwards it's going to be the PLDT high-speed hitters. Timeout here in set 2. Consistent playing from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Their defense and blocking. But again, the Akari Chargers not too far behind. It's just a 1-point lead that the Choco Mucho Flying Titans have against them.
We knew that we were in it for such an exciting match. These two teams do not, clearly not disappointing the fans, not disappointing those who are watching.
And their leading scorers, we have Molde, Isa Molde leading for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, followed by CC Rondina with 7 points. And the leading scorer for the Akari Chargers is, no surprise here, none other than Dindin Santiago Manabat with 7 points. Faith Nesperos. And CC tried to run after that ball. She sends that. 4 points now for Faith Nesperos.
Serving for Akari.
Dina to Madi. Ponce back setting to Kat Tolentino. Jaja. That was too wide for Erica Raagas. But another challenge, the first one here in set 2, called by the Akari Chargers. It's a ball in, ball out challenge.
Coach Jorge also maximizing the time while they await the results.
There, transition, do not get a pattern on there. Put this ready too, okay? There. One single block. Good one.
Again, it's the battle of the blocks here with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans against the Akari Chargers. And Coach Jorge was also just mentioning a while ago, transitions. Transition, the first reception. And that is an outside, unsuccessful challenge by Coach Jorge.
And we'll have one for the remainder of set 2.
You know, that challenge, despite being unsuccessful, allow them some time to huddle, regroup. Ooh! Maragino again with that magic.
Jaja just sends that right to the back, that sweet spot where no one was there. And also, it left the players guessing at the very last minute, like, is it in, is it out? 3 points now for Jaja. We're tied 14-14. Great service by Faith Nisperos. Maraginot to PP Sharma. Rondina was there. Dina to Kat from the back. Pineda to Jaja.
Oh, a challenge here from Choco Mucho.
In the middle of the play.
And the coaching staff of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans is calling for a net touch challenge. With Fifi Sharma to be exact. Another time for both teams to regroup, catch their breath as they await the decision for this net fault challenge. Let's look at this replay. And not a net touch. I mean, it's just Fifi Sharma's hair.
Now the Choco Mucho Flying Titans clarifying that.
Choco Mucho loses a challenge and will have one for the remainder.
And you see Sharma now putting her hair in a bun.
Just to be sure.
Yung buhok ko ba?
Okay, she wants to make sure the next time.
Quick action.
Yeah, better be safe than sorry. Really good serve again by Faith Nisperos. Cici Rondina from the back. Jaja to Faith.
Faith Nisperos.
Straight. Kat Tolentino.
16.
And Faith right now with 5 points. And with all the players, well, from both teams, they're all getting a chance to shine. I wonder who will be the first player to reach the double digits. Madi Madayag.
Such great timing as we saw that replay. It's like the ball was being fed to Maddie.
And that's her usual favorite attack. 15-16, Akari leading by 1 point. Kat, again from the back, so much power. She got the angle right. And right now, Kat Tolentino with 6 points. All 6 are attack points.
16 all.
And again, we go back to, probably our observation is that there's really great distribution in terms of setting here on the side of Choco Mucho. Everyone is active. Bawal lang hindi nagpe-pay attention because you might just get that set regardless of whether you are in the front line or in the back line.
And I mean, they're not just waiting. They're asking Dina to give it to them.
This is what Franny has mentioned earlier, right? Communication on the side of Choco Mucho. And maybe because they really have been playing together for quite a while. The chemistry is there. And you would always see them say, usap tayo. As we look at that point from Akari.
As Fifi Sharma serves. This is our nth deadlock.
Such quality game that we're seeing from both teams.
Quality minutes here. Choco Mucho Flying Titans against the Akari Chargers. Madrigal. Ragas tosses it back. Madi, the other side, Dindin was there. Great reception by the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Rondina.
Just unleashing everything.
And she really took advantage of having only just one blocker going for that down the line area.
I mean, that is quite rare. Usually, she knows at least 2 blockers are assigned to her. But let's hear more from Franny and maybe how she's enjoying the game. Fran?
Yes, definitely enjoying the game. But I actually wanted to join your conversation about Dina Wong. I talked about her with Coach Dante. And he told me na pinapalabas talaga ang leadership ni Dina. Nabalik na ang kanyang laro, but now it's really about honing her skills as that vocal leader inside the court. They want her to be confident and comfortable regardless of who she's up against because they know that she is a top setter. Back to you guys.
I mean, they don't call her Boss D for nothing. Rondina. And she is unstoppable right now, like going.
It's gotta be
the blockers of Akari and
you might have to think, ang taas kasi nung talon niya, she leaps really high.
yeah.
But if you're the blocker on the other side, you have to make sure it's tight blocking against her. Sabi ni Cici, out.
Whoopsies.
Whoops. But she had the right target, but yeah, out.
The power is too hard to contain sometimes,
Serving for the Chargers, Enrique Argaz.
19-19.
This literally is a race to 25.
Cici, bawi lang ng bawi.
And siguro this is also what Franny was mentioning. It's the leadership skills they're trying to hone with Dina Wong. And we saw earlier, nag-outside yung palo ni Rondina. She gives her another chance. You need that recovery. You need them to regain back their confidence right away.
And, leadership quality is right there for Dina. She's stepping up. She's able to also build up her teammates in-game. Be calm. I mean, when you already have tampons, they're providing all the energy. I think, you can be chill.
But at this point, for both teams, though, they cannot be as chill because it literally is a race to 25 here in the second set. An exchange of points.
I mean, 2020, we're really crawling our way to 25, and
But that hit from Molde gives them this 1-point lead. We haven't seen such a big lead here in the second set.
no. Compared to the first set where we saw these like 5, 6, 7-point lead, here in set 2, both teams are not letting up. I think the most that we've seen is 2 or 3.
I'm gonna say one thing, but I'll wait for her to finish her serve. Okay, now I can say it, but I think the errors also here in this set, they've managed to somehow at least minimize for both teams. That is,
And that already says a lot because in set 1, they were also able to minimize the errors for a set 1 match, But here, it's like more polished, more composed for both teams. times, and that's why it's such a joy to watch. No team is lagging.
And at this point, though, I think Choco Mucho just trying to find a way to pull away, but that error just had to happen at this moment.
Akari.
And now Michelle Cobb and Soyud coming in at a crucial point here in set 2. 21-22.
We did see earlier it was an instrumental substitution that allowed them to score some quality time actually for both these players. Let's see if it would be, we'll see a repeat here in the second set.
During the time Michelle Cobb and Ellie Soyud were in the court for the Akari Chargers, Akari was able to get the lead. But Isa Molde, let's look at that. Great effort there by Dina. Great placing by Isa Molde, who now reaches double digits alongside CC Rondina. They're both tied 10 points. The leading scorers for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Dina sends it back to Isa. And you look at that swerve right in the middle of BP Sharma. So beautiful, Anne.
And of course, the fans are loving that. It deserves a second look. Look at this. Maluwag din eh. The hands of Sharma was quite wide. So definitely itong si Molde would take advantage of that.
And now Molde will become a marked player. You need to give her more than 2 blockers now. Set point. Choco Mucho Flying Titans. But a challenge called at the very last minute. The excitement still alive here in set 2. The drama still continuing.
Well, it is a crucial point.
It's like all points are crucial at this point.
At this point, it has been a race to 25. It's only in the latter part of the second set where we're seeing some lead as we look at that.
Celebration! Dina's finally smiling. Set 2 in favor of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, 25-21. And right now, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans leading with 2 sets to none. 25-23, 25-21. But my goodness, for set 2, Anne kept saying it was a race to 25, but that was a slow but exciting race to 25.
The only lead that we've seen was in the latter part of the second set where the confidence of Choco Mucho just really,
It wavered a bit.
yeah, that's right. But they took it at the last moment. You see how efficient, how effective the players were as we look into the statistics for set number 2. Quite similar, actually.
Yeah.
We said how it's quite close in terms of the different skill departments. I think the only shift that we're seeing now is that there is no block for Akari, and that was something that worked for them in the first set. While for Choco Mucho, they scored 2 block points. And we did mention, though, that actually in the second set, I guess what made it so nice to watch was both teams managed to really limit their errors. And here we're seeing that, yeah, there are errors, but, limited to only 5, at least for both squads. Really quality minutes, quality game that we've seen in that second set.
And the numbers really don't lie. You've got an evenly matched team going head-to-head right now. Figuratively, literally, metaphorically, lahat-lahat na. And new streaming experiences also await by the Pilipinas Live app. Available for Filipinos everywhere. So download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Ivy Perez from the F2 Cargo Logistics enjoying her day off by watching the PVL. Ball is life. There is no rest because, this is your life and you also enjoy it. But let's see if the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will be able to close this one in 3 quick sets, or will the Akari Chargers be able to switch things up and, maybe dominate one set slowly. And who knows, maybe grab this win again. If they win, they'll be able to be the same standings as the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. We're nearing the semifinals. Crucial games right now.
We did show earlier how the team standings were. Of course, we know that Choco Mucho is currently ranked number 4. Meanwhile, Akari is ranked number 8. But in terms of win-loss record, Choco Mucho has 4 wins, 1 loss. Akari is at 3-2 at the moment. So if Akari would be able to turn the tables around and win this match in terms of standing, they win this game, they would be at 4-2, while Choco Mucho will also share that same standing. But if Choco Mucho wins this game, then they get a 5-1 win-loss record, really securing them a spot there in the top 4.
And now we enter
Starting
set 3.
To Akari's team captain, Michelle Cobb.
Let's try to see if the Akari Chargers will be able to start the same way that they've started set 1 and 2.
Blocking on point for Choco Mucho.
Already off to a better start, than set 2. They had 0 blocks. Choco Mucho, for the first time here in set 3, they're the ones drawing first blood. Wong to Isa Molde. Cobb, Santiago Manabat. Pat Tolentino with a soft touch. Ragas was there. Great defense from both squads.
Exchange of drop balls here.
And you can hear the collective cheers of all the fans watching the Phil Sports Arena as Jerry Gunag puts us out of our suffering with that long rally.
Finally nails it with that hit. Look at them celebrate.
Wong to cut once again. 3-0 lead for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Choco Mucho really making the Akari blockers work.
The blockers and also the defense, the floor defense. But Erica Raagas ends the bleeding for her team. Gets 1 score on the board.
Serving for the Chargers, Erica Raagas.
2-point lead for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Wrong throw there for Raaga. She stepped on the line.
Point goes to
Oh,
Choco
that's a costly error, but also quite a rare error, of course, from someone from her.
Service. Preliminaries.
All starts with a throw, of course, for jump serves.
Cobb to Dindin Santiago Manabat. And you can see the frustration in Dina's voice. I mean, in Dina's face.
But Manabat not smiling again. This is
Yeah.
what you noticed in the first set, and she leaves
back.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's realized the smiling composure thing, not for her. Also, really not her personality, so might as well embrace what she has and, you know, her usual poker face. But Isa Molde, Anne is having so much fun right now. You can see by the lightness of her step, by the way she's attacking. And let's see, you know, if Franny agrees with this and how she finds how Akari Chargers are playing right now.
Well, I got to listen in on the huddle before this set of the Akari Chargers, and there was a lot of urgency in Coach Jorge's voice. He was telling them that they're giving away points and they're not doing their part. We noticed that the Choco Mucho Flying Titans had 2 kill blocks, whereas the Akari Chargers had none. So he reminded his front line, do not be late on the block. Mitch Cobb, the captain of the team, said, parang naglalaro lang tayo. Lagyan pa natin ng intention. And I believe they intend to extend this match into a 4th and 5th set. This report was brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download it now for only 149 pesos a month. Let's send it back to Cap Talentino serving.
I mean, that is the goal, to extend this to a 4th and 5th set. But the way that the Choco Mucho Flying Titans are playing, it looks like it's going to be a heck no.
But you know, earlier, I saw Manabat. I was observing, and she was signaling to her teammates, isa lang guys, isa lang. And they do get that point with that drop from Sharma. The response is very important. So I think at this point, especially we're at the crucial 3rd set, it's important that they maintain their confidence. They don't get rattled.
Ooh, and speaking of rattled, Madi Madea got rattled in that attack.
She knew it.
But it's okay. Again, high intensity, high energy. Those things really do happen. I mean, they have nothing to lose. They have 2 sets to none. But they're playing like it's the 5th set. Joust at the net. Boss D really maintaining her boss status right there. Going against Fifi Sharma. Let's look at that replay. Again, Dina Wong against Fifi Sharma. No follow-up after that. Wong to cut. Cobb to Faith. Nisperos blocked by Dina Wong and Madi Madayag. But that was outside.
And a much-needed point for Akari.
Smart move by Faith Nisperos. I mean, Faith is always known for the power of her attacks. So right now, we're seeing her versatility adapting to the smart attacks as well, not really needing that 110% of energy. But a great serve there from her. And the usual, the Madi Madayag special.
It's such great attitude that you're seeing from these volleyball players. Maddie earlier, again, I keep mentioning this, from an error. Maganda na napapabawi sila right away and you see them scoring the point. Helps them gain back confidence. Not that they don't have it.
Yeah. But it's bound to happen, you know? You kind of do lose that faith, that confidence when you're not getting your shots in. And it's so important for Michelle Cobb, for the Akari Chargers, and Dina Wong to empower and uplift their teammates. But great set there by Michelle Cobb. to Dindin Santiago Manabat.
So such a great target there for Manabat down the line.
Sharp attack. Forehead still crunched.
I'm sure she's happy with that point. She just means business. Of course, so much respect for Manabat, and we're seeing how her leadership really shines in this match. But I think first things first for them, try to tie it at least with Choco Mucho.
And Dina Wong with surprises of her own.
You gotta keep your opponent guessing.
I mean, it's not only the fans that they are leaving on the edge of their seats, but the players and your competitors as well. Cobb to Raagas. Tang to Kat. And great strategy by Kat Tolentino. 4-point lead for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. On set 2, we said it was a crawl, a race to 25, but now we're seeing bigger leads for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Lunag, a bit far.
It's the excitement, the
Could be.
energy.
She also leaned back a bit on that set. But there is some room. They do have the lead. For Akari, of course, what we'd like to see is for them to take advantage of this.
Wong to Nunag, di na nga, bumawi. And this is what Ann keeps saying, that Dina really is doing so well, in letting her players bounce back. More ferocious, even better and more formidable. The second time, the third time around.
And it comes so quickly. Like, no communication needed. It's like the chemistry really is there on the side of Choco Mucho. Meanwhile, some substitution on the side of Akari, I think really finding the right combination here on the floor.
But that was inside. So Erika Raagas will now be serving 8-11.
Serving for the Chargers, Erika Raagas.
One thing that Franny mentioned in her report earlier, what they are looking for that was missing in the earlier set was blocking. And we did talk about that as a strength of Akari. And I think that is correct. That's why they're being challenged right now at on the floor in terms of defense, is because blocking is not as per their usual.
And right now, in this set alone, Erika Raagas had 2 service errors. But right now, I guess with this new, with Baleton coming in, doing so well for the rotation of the Akari Chargers, they're able to cut down the lead to just 3. Wong, back to Kat. And Maddie, bantay sarado, but suddenly, sadly rather, that was outside. Again, great intent. It was just lacking, or actually too much in execution, not lacking.
She apologizes for that.
So now you can expect Dina could possibly, the chances of her giving the ball to Maddie is pretty high.
Not yet. And Akari inches closer to Choco Mucho. But here,
the
blocking is what we were looking for earlier. Again, we said something that has been missing, a strength, but has not been an asset, at least in the second set.
And now they cut down the lead to just 1. Another surprise by Dina Wong. And for our timeout, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans still leading. Angat ang laban sa pinakabagong sports app na Pilipinas Live. Mapapanood ang PBA Season 48 live in high definition and on demand on any device, available worldwide. Download and register now for free. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans keeping their timeout lead streak alive. Set 1, they were also leading. Set 2, they were leading. Set 3, 13-11, 2-point lead against the Akari Chargers. As we find out if the Akari Chargers will try to push this to a 4th and maybe 5th set. This time we're seeing more blocking from the Akari Chargers, who was definitely absent in set 2. But also, that girl on your screen, Smolde, taking a backseat this time here in set 3, but we're seeing more active participation from Kat Tolentino, Maddie Magdiag, and Dina Wong with her surprise drops.
Everyone getting into the action, though Molde currently is their top scorer with 13 points. Madayag and Tolentino both with 9, Rondina with 10.
Cobb to Faith. Dina setting that for Isa. Michelle Cobb to Faith. Could have been a down the line.
And I think she was gunning for the hand of the blocker to get that check ball.
14-11. Fifi Sharma on your screens. And we're back to a 3-point lead for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Tang Ponce setting it up for Kat Tolentino. Hazareno to Dindin Santiago Manabat. Too wide.
She knew it.
Timeout, Akari.
And a timeout will be called again by, this time it's Coach Jorge.
If it's okay, overhead, but it's not like you need to be like, okay? You need to be like that. It's okay. On the first one, you give this now, B for her, and she can receive because there's no help. There's no help set the front. No help set the front here and there. Okay? Let's go, it's not power. Be smart, come on, be smart. Sit it there. One side out, you put it there again.
Reminder from Coach Jorge, play smart. Right now, we're seeing more power on the side of the Akari Chargers. Living up to their name, charging ahead, full steam. But here, Coach Jorge reminding them that you don't have to go 100%. I mean, they always have the saying, it's work smart, not hard. So maybe here, it's play smart. You don't have to play so hard.
And, you know, we've seen how it has worked for them earlier, just that they weren't able to close off the sets. But at the very least, no, dumidikit. I think here in the 3rd set might be the slowest. We've seen them catch up. The response is still not up to the expectation of Coach Jorge.
Definitely. The pace is way slower than their first 2 sets. But now, fresh off the timeout, they're on a 2-0 run. So the timeout really doing wonders to slow things down for the Akari Chargers.
And, you know, the reminder earlier, you gotta play smart. Nisperos doing exactly that. You don't have to exert as much effort. Just know where you want to place the ball.
As Cobb sets it up for Dindin Santiago Manabat. 3-0 run, fresh off that timeout by Coach Jorge.
This is excellent response.
And now let's see how the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will respond to this 3-0 run by the Akari Chargers.
Right on you!
Ito yung bawi ni Maddie kanina that we were waiting for. It came a bit late, but you think it's late, but the timing is perfect. because stopping the 3-0 run of the Akari Chargers. 2-point lead for the girls in white and purple. CC Rondina. They were expecting a strong attack from this one. But she's also playing smart and keeping that touch soft and light.
And you see, because she has a lot of hand time, she can really change.
She really can.
Yeah.
Some people don't have that gift, talent, skill. But CC Rondina again on a different level.
Team captain for Akari, number 8, Chacha Maribino.
Isa Molde serving. Maraginot to Soyud. Wong to Molde from the back. Isa Molde, really. She is claiming this game as her own.
Look at that from the back row.
Maraginot to Nesperos. Sharma tossing it to the back. Wong to Maddie. CC again. Hazareno's there. Soyud. Long rally here in set 3. And back-to-back points for Isa Molde. And with that, right now, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans are on a 4-0 run. Isa Molde on a 2-0 run.
And you know, the court awareness for Molde, you know, she is a backliner. She had to adjust on that set.
She is making her way around the court. But sadly, that 4-0 run ended by the Akari Chargers, and this is what we love. Here they are, ending each other's 4-0 runs. So exciting.
Serving for the Chargers, Faith Esperos.
4-point lead for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. That was Faith Nesperos serving 15-19.
No touch.
I think it's just instinct for CC
After you,
Rondina.
16 serving 19.
But that was a really, really strong attack by CC Rondina. 16 serving 19. Wong to Maddie. And I mean, a single block by the Agas, not enough for Maddie Madayag.
They also have to give credit to their reception. The passing is on point. That's why we see quite a number of these quick sets on the side of Choco Mucho.
Fifi Sharma.
Not in the best position right there.
But then they will be calling, the coaching staff of the Akari Chargers will be calling a net touch challenge against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
A lot of challenge in today's match.
And this time, Coach Jorge isn't approaching the girls anymore. I mean, we caught wind of what he was saying. You know what to do. And they have been doing so well. They just have to do it better. Let's look at this replay. And there was no net touch for Cherry Nunag. So an unsuccessful challenge.
The challenge is unsuccessful. Point and serve to Choco Mucho. Akari loses the challenge and will have one for the remainder of set 3.
21 serving 16.
21 serving 16.
Hazareno. The Agas will be giving away a free ball for the Flying Titans. Wong sets it up for Cici. I tried to catch up with that speed, and
You know, gotta love the smile of Cici after that hit. I think she enjoyed that set.
that running set. Wow, that was quick. As Genesis will be seeing action for the first time, substituting Faith Nisperos. Maddie Madayag still serving for her team. Maddie right now with 13 points, 10 attacks, and 3 blocks. Elisoyud. Suabe.
Soyud has, you know, she may not have started across all the sets that they've played, but definitely quality minutes for her.
As long as she's in the court, she gets a point or 2. And that's all you need. I mean, Soyd right now has 3 points, 2 attack points, and 1 block. Wong to Cherry Nunaga. The Akari Chargers scramble for that one. Wong to Cici. Great defense by Genesis of the Akari Chargers. But this time around, you can see the Akari Chargers really hugging Genesis. She was gunning for that one. 23-17.
The set is not yet over, but if Choco Mucho closes this set, wins the set as Wong sends that straight into the net, it would bring Choco Mucho at 5-1 win-loss record. It will be a 3-way tie between PLDT, Cherry, and Choco Mucho.
8 out. 16. Manapat in.
What a time to have a service error. But
They can afford it.
They can afford
They
it.
can really afford it. And now Akari must make use of this advantage that was given to them by the Flying Titans as Michelle Cobb serves. Wong to Cherry. Ball still alive. Pineda to the Agas. Din Santiago Manabat. Outside, and we're here at match point, 24-18. And the crowd is rejoicing because they know where this is headed. But again, Akari has always tried to keep it close. Let's see if they're able to do it again here in set 3. Ponce to Kat. And again, the blocking of Akari. Trying to still stay alive. 24-19.
Go back to where you are strong, and it is the blocking that is working for Akari at the moment. This also means they cannot commit any more mistakes. Their game has to be on point. They have to keep the ball alive. But Tolentino has other plans.
She has her own plans, and that plan includes winning a 3-set match, and it went according to schedule, according to how she envisioned it. The fans really enjoying. I know it was a 3-set match, but what an exciting 3-set match that was.
Kept us holding on to our seat all throughout. Such quality minutes, such a great game from both teams. Choco Mucho, of course, showing, you know, really great attitude, great, such high confidence.
25-23, 25-21, and then 25-19. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans dominated against the Akari Chargers. Relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and Again, a 3-set match for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans against the Akari Chargers. I mean, this was going to be an exciting game. We already knew it during our pregame. Both teams evenly matched. But man, Choco Mucho Flying Titans really just dominated this game as we go to Franny Reyes with our best player, none other than Isa Molde.
Thanks, Denise. Isa Molde with 13 points, 2 aces, 1 block, and 10 attacks. Congratulations, our player of the game. Now, I talked to Des earlier. Sabi niya, she's so proud of you. So I want to ask you, paano ka nag-step up? How did you rise to the occasion?
From training pa lang kasi, lagi kami pinag-ready ni coach. So, from there, siguro naging ready na lang din ako kung ano man yung mangyari sa loob ng court.
Kaya pa ba? Kaya pa ba? Pero I do have one more question. You did win the game in 3 sets, but what are the points to still improve on, lalo't na makakalaban nyo ang Petrogas Angels next?
Siguro yung system talaga ni coach na pinapagawa sa amin from training, siguro kailangan lang namin mag-improve. Hindi naman perfect, siguro mag-improve lang.
Thank you so much, Isa. Now we have the Choco Mucho faithful with us in the arena. So please go ahead and greet them. Thank your supporters.
Hello po sa CMF fans. Thank you po sa suporta. Hello po sa mama ko, sa mga kapatid ko, and sa mga pamangkin ko. Thank you po sa suporta nyo.
Thank you so much. That's Isa Molde, our player of the game. Let's send it back to Denise and Anne to close this out.
And I mean, you know, that's the winning mindset. The work never stops. There are always things to work on. And the dream for the semifinals and hopefully the finals really lives on for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans with such an impressive win.
Definitely great teamwork, great distribution. You know, it was tough actually just picking out one player. Apart from the score that we see, that the tally, there are also those non-scoring skills that were quite impressive. You know, we did mention how they wouldn't be able to score those points if not for the great receive, the great defense that we've seen in this match. As we look at the statistics for this 3-setter that we've seen between Choco Mucho and Akari. 48 attack points for Choco Mucho, not so far away as Akari with 40. Blocking, we did expect it would be a good matchup between these.
We weren't able to answer who outblocked the other.
But look, the numbers would say, you know, pantay lang. It's a 6 for both teams, but the service aces no, of Choco Mucho, I guess, somehow helped in terms of giving Akari a difficult time setting up the plays. And you see here the opponent errors as well. We did talk about how they managed to minimize that in a few of the sets. But, you know, overall, Akari may have lost that this game in 3 sets. But again, I go back to what we were saying earlier. It was such a great game to watch.
They put up a fight. There was respect for the opponent, respect for the game. Everyone enjoyed, provide such quality entertainment, and we've got more of that coming right up because it's a PLDT high-speed hitters against the Cherry Tigo crossovers. And now the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, their winning streak remains alive and their hopes for a semi-final slot here in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. More games coming up. We'll see you the next one.
Wala, ba't parang kinakabahan ako? Diba, nagugulat na lang din ako sa sarili ko. Ba't ganito? Wait, naiyak ako. Ang hirap naman maging commentator pala pag ano, no?